the Modern Warfare 2 lobby screen in particular, and other Call of Duties have this effect on me too, but the Modern Warfare 2 one in particular has such an effect on me when it comes to, giving me a wave of nostalgia, and not for the game itself, but for the way that social gaming used to be. And I have a similar relationship with Halo 3 whenever I think back of like the Social Slayer playlist, and people really utilize the Social Slayer playlist to be social with each other. And it's just something I've been thinking about a lot. And I used this Modern Warfare 2 gameplay in particular because, one, it was the last Modern Warfare 2 gameplay I had on my hard drive, and to be honest, it's not even very good. I ended up with like a 2 KD or something like that, but the gameplay was, okay at best. But I used Modern Warfare 2 in particular because I have such fond memories of the social aspect of what gaming used to be. And I feel like nowadays, a lot of the social aspect, just sitting in lobbies and whatnot, is kind of lost. I mean, I've even seen some videos on like the new Modern Warfare 3, and the lobbies just seem dead to me. And maybe that's just my perspective from someone who actually played the newer games, and I'm just kind of seeing it from someone else's perspective. But they just seem dead to me in comparison to what this era of games were like socially. Like, I feel like I could hop into any Call of Duty around like 2012 and before, and then more than half of the lobby had microphones and were willing to talk trash, or just talk it up, or just be buddy, or just have a chit chat, whatever. Just have communication with other people just because you were playing the same game together. I mean, that's how I met a lot of my Xbox friends, was in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby or in a Halo Reach lobby, where I just started talking, or I was just obnoxiously singing a song way back when, and somebody else started singing it along with me, or we just started chatting it up in a search and destroy lobby or something whenever we were spectating after a death or something like that. And I feel like that social aspect of modern gaming is kind of gone, or I don't even know if it's necessarily gone. It's just not the same way that it used to be, the way that I remember it. Like I said, I feel like I could hop into any Call of Duty lobby and I would be able to talk to 4 or 5 different people, whereas now in modern gaming, the lobbies don't seem to be as social because I feel like everyone has moved on to things like Discord, and that's where they build their communities. So maybe my perspective isn't necessarily... Maybe I have kind of a boomer perspective, if you will, where the social aspect may even be better than what it used to be, but you just don't see it, in the forefront like you used to back in the day, or at least that's how I kind of see it. I'll go to like the Master Chief Collection or something like that, and I always remember Halo being an inherently social game. But if I go into any of the Halos, it doesn't matter. It could be Halo Reach 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really matter which one that I choose. The social aspect just kind of isn't there. I mean, often there would be complete radio silence, and I always have my headset plugged in. I'm always ready to chat with somebody. I say always, but like 90% of the time, I've got my headset plugged in, ready to chat with somebody if there's someone available to chat. But so often, at least, especially in the Halo games, which, again, they used to be a super social game franchise. I mean, 3 and Reach especially were hyper social. And now the Master Chief Collection, at least in my experience, has almost no social aspect to it whatsoever. And Call of Duty doesn't seem to be any different either. Definitely the modern lobbies for these old Call of Duties are pretty much dead. It's pretty rare to find somebody who actually wants to talk. The last time I had a real interaction with somebody was on Black Ops 2, and what ended up happening is I was using my KSG class. It's one of my go-to classes in the game, but when you can actually hit your shots, players don't really like the KSG because the range on it's pretty obnoxious, and obviously it's a one-shot kill. And I was playing in a free-for-all, and I was just playing away. I wasn't saying much of anything, and one of my opponents just started telling me how terrible I was. So, of course, I decided to shout some stuff back, and we were heckling each other back and forth, yelling at each other, And then the very next game, we were laughing it up, and it's total stereotypical dude stuff where you get into a fight and then you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then now we're best buds. And we were chatting it up, and we played probably another 10 to 15 matches together, just laughing it up, shooting the breeze, just talking a whole lot of nonsense. But that was the fun aspect of Call of Duty, and sometimes it didn't even result in a friend request. Sometimes it didn't result in that, but it was just a key aspect that I have such fond memories of, is the social aspect that just doesn't seem to be there anymore. It's pretty rare for me to get into a game that is really busy and really chatty. It doesn't really matter what the game is, like, period. It really doesn't matter what it is anymore. If it's something, I guess one of the only exceptions, and it's a game I haven't played because I don't have VR, but it seems like VR chat is like one of the only modern games that's really based around the social aspect of things. And to me, I just miss hopping into a Modern Warfare 2 lobby or a Black Ops lobby and just being able to heckle your opponents before the match, or if you're in a free-for-all, being able to heckle each other throughout the entire match, or sitting in a search and destroy match after you've died, just spectating your teammate and chatting with your other teammates and just having a good old time. It just seems like social gaming is much different now. And it kind of bums me out. I mean, I love Discord. I love the community aspect of Discord when you join those community servers. I think it's awesome to be able to connect with people so instantaneously that have a similar interest in you. But at the same time, I miss the randomness aspect of community. Now you have to search out, you have to seek for your community. You have to go out of your way to find it. You have to go on Reddit, you have to find a Discord community server, those types of things. Whereas back in these days, you found your community by logging on and playing the game and just chatting. And then the same thing happened with something like RuneScape. I used to play RuneScape a ton. You'd hop into RuneScape, you'd teleport home to Lumbridge, and boom, everyone's chatting it up. Or at the Grand Exchange, everyone's chatting it up. It just kind of seems like even modern RuneScape has lost that little bit of social touch that I remember being there, and it kind of bums me out. So I'm just thinking about this earlier today, and I figured I'd make a commentary about it and see what you guys thought. So if you enjoyed this commentary in specific, leave a like down below, leave a comment for suggestions for future topics of commentaries you'd like me to talk about, and if you enjoyed my content, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell for future notifications on my uploads. Thanks everyone. Bye now.